Hi, just a quick blab video because I saw something that popped up on Twitter that kind of piqued my interest here. Wired magazine or website or whatever it is there, both, whatever it is these days, a fairly influential site. They're actually hiring. They're looking for a senior writer. They tweeted this out for their gear section. I don't read their gear section. I'm not really into consumer electronics much, but anyway, cool, right? They're hiring a new. Here we go. Well, let's go through it. Wired seeks a dynamic. Here we go. A dynamic and talented journalist to lead our consumer products and personal technology coverage. We seek born writers who can pen lively reviews of marquee products and compose thoughtful feature stories about how the technology closest to us changes our cultural landscape. So, right there, they've already got, something in mind for the way they want to spin things. Anyway, which is fine. The ideal candidate will have experience reporting on the world's largest, most influential tech companies, Apple, blah, blah, and show familiarity with all the products, services, and platforms integral to consumer technology. Our work spans all media disciplines, so you must be comfortable on camera, on mic, and on social media. So you've got to do text-based stuff and video stuff as well. Which is great for those looking for such a job. Fantastic opportunity. Feature writing experience is required and should be demonstrated by strong clips that show deeply sourced reporting, thoughtful insight into trends, and skill for vibrant scenes and characters. And skill for vibrant scenes and characters? I don't know what that is. Anyway, I'm getting to a point. Trust me. And they hinted at kind of here, we should be strong clips show deeply sourced reporting, which gets into what I want to talk about here. Duties: write 3 stories per week for their gear section, a mix of narrative features, news reports, trend pieces, product reviews, and reader service. Collaborate with editors for story ideas, blah, blah, blah. Shape the editorial direction, which is good. You have a say in it. Awesome. Develop and maintain reporting sources within the most influential consumer companies, blah. Compose product reviews of marquee products, all the iPhone crap and things like that. Write video scripts and work on camera to tell these stories visually. I'm not a script guy myself, but hey, I can understand why you need that for very concise videos on YouTube, unless you're very, very good at it. Scripts can be better, but they can also come across as just staged and not natural and things like that. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Pitch and write narrative, feature stories and trend reporting, blah, blah, blah. Print edition, spearhead live coverage, so you get to go on site. Fantastic. Write breaking news stories for product announcements and major events. Work within a social team, photo team, blah, blah, blah. Now, here's where we get down to it. Requirements. The candidate must exemplary writing skills and with the clips to prove it. Excellent. The ability to point at a technology and tell us how it's going to change our future. And this is where my brain just started to twitch a bit. Because this has been the problem with tech journalism for I don't know how many years now, is that especially with the rise of the Kickstarter and Indiegogo and all the other crap and all the not only scams, but just bad product ideas, impractical product ideas that come along with it. And I'm not necessarily, this is not just a commentary on Wired here. This is just a more, in general, tech journalism kind of rant here, is that they go into it. This is what they're sort of looking for. They want, catching headlines, They want that clickbait headline of how this latest wireless phone charger is going to change your life, because you can just go shake, 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 and it charges your phone up, in 2 seconds. And these things are just impractical bullshit. And I do quite a few debunking videos of these sorts of topics. But unfortunately, there's a very big lack of tech journalism that actually also does debunking of these products or actually critically analyzes it. So we can go through here. Experience composing long-form narrative features, experience writing breaking news, portfolio of sources within the experience of audio and visual, fundamental understanding of the technologies. Yeah, of course, you got to know what you're talking about. And that's it, right? Nowhere in the requirements does it talk about, apart from hinting up here that you may want to, as I said, skills for deeply sourced reporting and things like that. Nowhere in the requirements does it talk about actually being critical of new product ideas, being skeptical. And, you know, if it sounds too good to be true, do some research and stuff like that. And it doesn't talk about research skills and critical thinking and stuff like that. And that's really something that's lacking in the tech journalism space these days. It's almost non-existent. It's very rare to actually come across a technical journal, be it online or print or whatever, that actually critically analyzes things. I had to take Popular Science to task, and I did a video on them when they did the water spear thing or whatever it was, you know, suck water out of the moisture out of the air and generate clean water, and they had to back down, and as a result of my video, and do a retraction kind of for actually just printing that story, because they were kind of following, you know, this narrative of how all this wonderful new technology, every single announcement's going to change our life. Well, no, some of them are just impractical bullshit, and they need to be called out. And as I said, I'm not necessarily blaming Wired here, but it would be nice to be able to see something like that in tech journalism these days. And I'd like to think, you know, if you can change, where is it? You can change the and help shape the editorial direction of Wired's journalism. So if I was applying for this job and you had done some debunking videos, I'd be highlighting those, going, look, not only, maybe they, I don't know, maybe that's not what they're looking for. But I would hope that they would see something like, oh, this person's not just going to write positive articles about everything, but also will do, you know, some investigation into stuff, think critically, examine stuff, ask the questions, you know, and that can actually make as big a clickbait headline as, oh, this new wireless wank charger is going to change our life, you know. And I don't know why they're not doing more of this in tech journalism. I really don't. Because it can, I get some of my, my debunking videos are extremely popular. And I don't know why there's not more of it in tech journalism. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. I just noted the lack of that in their job requirements here. So anyway, hope you found that interesting. If you did, leave a comment down below, give it a thumbs up, all that sort of stuff. And what do you think about tech journalism? Am I right? Is there a lack of critical thinking and skepticism in new products? Should it be a requirement of every tech journalist these days for something along those lines? I think it should be. Well, at least it'd be nice to see some companies doing it. And I think the companies that do take on that will be ultimately become more popular. So it's a good thing. Anyway, leave your comments down below. Catch you next time.